So last week ended with a birth, and we got the baby's name, Dawn. I guess they thought Hope was just a little too on the nose for this one.
Welcome to the heart of the stories we tell. My name is Rob, and tonight I will be reviewing
unMoored. And yeah, the M's aren't as big of a deal as the X's were. This is episode 2 of season 2 of Gifted. And alright, so we've got a couple things to go over. Mostly the same stuff we did last week and last year. The Strucker family is still the center point, but this time they've branched out a little bit more. We're learning a little bit more about the other mutant origins. And let's be honest, they kind of had to, because beyond Omega level was a bit much. And I still don't have a good answer as to what's going on with the Marvel merger, although I heard a really funny thing that Avengers 4 ends with Scarlet Witch saying, "We need more heroes," so like the reverse of No More Mutants, and then poofta, that's what caused the X-Men from Gifted to teleport over. But alright, for those of you that don't know what I do here, I review stories, I come up with theories of storytelling, and in general I just talk about how and why we tell stories. If that sounds interesting to you, click the subscribe button and help us out here by joining our little community. But okay, if you did not see this week's episode of Gifted, the Fenris twins are still having their little psychic connection. In general, the show is continuing on the way it has been. We do get to see what happened to the guy from Sentinel Services, but that was a little disappointing as well. There's some things to unpack, but we're still going with the choose your sides analogy. My problem is that, as I've said before, and when I get into the spoiler section I'll go more into it, they've removed a lot of the shades of gray. They've removed even the semblance of making both sides have some point. And yes, I know, Magneto's the villain, or most of the time he's the villain, but at the end of the day, there's part of you that can see why Magneto thinks the way he does. Magneto isn't a mustache-twirling villain when he's at his best. And even the Hellfire Club could have been done in such a way. I was really hoping for Mutant Liberation Army to be more. But okay, let's throw this up there and get started.
So once again, it's stop. Spoiler time.
Do I want to start with what my problem is or what I like? Well, first of all, I do like the fact that some of the characters are torn. They're not sure which way they're going to go. The fact that there is some semblance of a shade of gray in there, because not all of the characters are heroes or villains. Some of them are just people trying to get by. But at the same time, I kind of think that they could have done a little better, especially with the inner circle, when it was fully an inner circle and not an inner circle of one. Could have disagreed on tactics, could have disagreed on what to do, even who to bring in. And the idea that the Fenris twins would be a reflection of that. I mean, what do you do to control an Omega level mutant? Even if it's only half an Omega level mutant, you can have problems. And we see that both of their power sets are fully functional in this season and have become much more powerful on their own. When they finally touch hands, boom goes the dynamite. Or maybe just the world. But alright, so we have a character, and her name is Reva. And while she has an interesting power, I'm kind of hesitant to say that she's one of the most powerful mutants left standing. I mean, I think Blink alone has a better, more useful power set than she does. And we have telepaths, and we had Sage, and I mean, seriously, the Cuckoos are pretty scary in and of themselves. And that's before accounting for Claire. In fact, no, you know what? All 4 of the main cast members have better powers than her. So, and that's before going into the Von Struckers or anyone else. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just don't see it. And the argument that she's got tons of mutants, just kind of meh. I mean, alright, so she's evil for the evil lols. And so far we haven't really given her much in the way of being a credible source. I would much rather see Laura trying to actually make and fight to make a good place for her baby and take on a violent subroutine for it. In fact, I think that would have been pretty cool. I like the idea that sometimes people with good intentions do bad things, and sometimes bad people do good things because it happens to get them where they want to go. And I'm fine with that. The Cuckoos especially have a lot going on. When they read the Strucker boy's mind to see it was the daughter, that was pretty amazing. And I still don't quite get this, what the whole superimposed over thing is. Again, everyone's supposed to be choosing sides. And right now, the main push of this is the fact that somewhere out there, there is someone who you care about who is on the other side. And of course, Reed and Caitlin Strucker have to deal with the fact that Reed's keeping secrets. Because, you know, like every TV show ever, we have to keep secrets. Just like the boy and girl need to keep secret the fact that they're dreaming about each other, even though their powers obviously link. Reed's secret is a little different, though. It's his mutant power coming back. We just don't quite know what it is yet. But where his power is just starting to develop, and we're going to see what it is, like father, like son. But in his case, Andy's powers are fading because he can't get his head screwed on straight. And he's so worried about the fact that he might accidentally kill his sister or that something's going on with his sister that, boom, he's having performance anxiety. And even now, the fact that he was almost killed for being, well, human was pretty amazingly horrible. I can't imagine a good version of Magneto, and I mean well-written version of Magneto doing that. Let alone the idea of a show that started off with so much promise. But I have some quick questions for you. First, how long do you think before the Fenris twins are actually back in contact with each other? And second, what do you think Reed's power actually is? Is it fire, acid, molecular disruption? Just leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. And of course, this is the part of the YouTube channel where everyone asks you to like and share their videos, because that helps build up my viewer base. And if you haven't already, click subscribe to join our little community. And of course, if you really love listening to me go on and on, I have a Patreon that's linked down below. As of right now, I don't have any patrons, but I think that's going to change shortly. A big push will be coming in October. But whether you do any of that stuff or if you just click by when new videos come up, join our little community by at least talking. Say hi, tell me what you think so far of Gifted Season 2. Specifically, unMoored, part of the Mutant Rise. I hope you have a good night, and thank you for walking with me through the heart of Gifted.